Taurus. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. If you have Taurus anywhere in your birth chart, there is a message here for you. Also, if you have come across this reading for no in particular reason, you're just drawn to this reading, there is a message here for you. Spirit works in a beautiful and amazing ways like this. When there is a message here for you, you will find it. It will find you. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You'll know what is for you and what is not for you. I am a wonderful believer in discernment and your ability to have that discernment. Again, this is for the sign of Taurus, a general reading. Thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate those comments. And I think that fellow Taurus appreciate those comments too. And I think that comments are a wonderful, beautiful way to share and spread positive karma. What we put out into the world is what we receive back. Taurus, this week there is a waxing crescent moon in the sign of Taurus. With that, we can all expect to be thinking a lot about our safety and stability during this time. And when we're thinking about our safety and stability, we may be tempted to satisfy those needs with material things. What that actually is, Taurus, is Spirit is asking us to find peace and tranquility within ourselves by seeking self-acceptance. And the foundation of this reading is victory. Victory. Becoming the heroes of our own life story. That is true victory. Trust yourself, Taurus. Trust yourself. In your professional life, in your public life, in your business life, you're feeling like there's a standoff, or that you're at a standstill, that things aren't moving quite as quickly as that you would like them to. And that is causing you some frustration, some aggravation, almost like you're feeling trapped, you're feeling caged. But be ready. Be ready. There is a big change coming for you, Taurus. A big change. Something fresh, something new. Something fresh, something new. And you know, Taurus, with Saturn going retrograde this month, there'll be a lot of changes. And we can expect a lot of changes for everyone, not just ourselves. But now that you know that and that you're aware of that, you can make those adjustments to be ready. Make the adjustments needed to be ready for that victory. Now is the time to prepare, to be ready for that victory that you're seeking. In your home life, in your private life, you've been waiting for something to materialize in your home life. you feel like there's been gaps, that something is missing. Something is missing. There's a gap, and this gap has you at a standstill. What is this at a standstill? Everything seems to be at a standstill for you, Taurus, or a holding pattern. Or because what you've been hoping will materialize, what you have been hoping will happen, hasn't been happening. And because this hasn't happened, because this hasn't materialized, you don't feel like, or you don't think that you can move, or that there's any actions that you can take. These gaps, Taurus, and I do believe that this is coming back to that waxing crescent moon in the sign of Taurus, where you're trying to fill those gaps, those spaces with people, places, and things. The material, and it hasn't been working out. You haven't been achieving what you would like to achieve. There's an imbalance of give and take. And so when there's an imbalance of give and take, it's somebody is wanting, somebody is wanting, somebody is wanting. And any time we try to fill somebody else's cup with that want, or if we are trying to have others fill our cup, it's not going to work out. It's not going to materialize as we plan. We each need to fill our own cups. We each need to fill our own gaps. And while we may be able to help or aid others in filling their cups and filling those gaps, or others may be able to aid us in filling our cups and filling our gaps, it really does need to come from within, and it really is actions that we each need to take in being responsible for filling our own cups. And that is filling our own cups and letting others fill their own cups is really where the victory, really where the success starts to come into play and starts to manifest and starts to materialize how you would like that to happen. So I don't know if you are wanting somebody to fill your cup or if you are trying to fill someone else's cup. But Spirit is asking us, each of us, to fill our own cups. And while we may be able to help and guide others in filling their own cups, the actual filling needs to come from within each of us. Final thoughts, final messages. Look at all this fire here for you, Taurus. There's a lack of happiness, a lack of fulfillment. And there, look at this now. There's that cup there is that cup for you, Taurus. You guard your cup. You fill your cup. And when your cup is overflowing, that's when other people's cups begin to fill. Look at your beautiful heart go, Taurus. You've got this. You can do this. But there is a lot of fire, a lot of discontentment, a lot of struggle. And lack of happiness does come from within. And again, that is spirit. That is God. That is the universe. That is our ancestors' way of bringing our attention to accepting ourselves. And again, that goes back, this whole reading is just beautiful for you, Taurus. It's going back to that waxing crescent moon and spirit asking us to find the peace and tranquility within and self-acceptance and loving ourselves for who we truly are, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. We are all just a mess of beautiful life. Taurus, we really are. Life is messy, and the more that we embrace that, the more that we grab onto that, the more that we accept that, the more joy comes from within us, because we have that self-acceptance. With that self-acceptance, Taurus, pardon my misspeak here, with self-acceptance, finding self-acceptance, the first steps towards finding that self-acceptance is filling our cup with gratitude. And we can fill our cup with gratitude by just taking some very simple steps and starting our day with maybe writing down 2 or 3 things, 3 to 5 things, simple, 3 to 5 things that we are grateful for. Just write them down and leave it. That is, and practice that. So a good way of practicing that you could write 3 or 5 things that you are grateful into the comments section here. Write that in the comment sections here. What are 3 to 5 things that you are truly grateful for? And it doesn't have to be, it could be you're grateful for the smell of flowers. You're grateful that you have air. You're grateful that you have toenails. You're grateful that you have skin on you. Very simple things that you are grateful for. And also, I think in the video description, I'm going to post a link to a book about abundance, and to get us into the practice, to get us into the rhythm of practicing that self-gratitude. And you practice that self-gratitude for a month. Just commit to it for a month of 3 to 5 things every day, and you will begin to see the beautiful changes coming within. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. You have a blessed week.